What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at 6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good, y'all? Sixth Element family in the building. What's good, Corey Adgers, Lee Wilson already on deck. Salute. What's happening, man? This is a special day, special interview we got today, man, with my mans from the Crazy Visions universe, y'all. So this is like the embodiment of hip hop and comics. Y'all know what we do, man, and that's why I had to talk to these guys, man. This is Mike and the Mad Trapper over here, man, and they got some. Well, introduce yourselves, man. What's going on, man?
Crazy Vision Comics universe, dog. Invading your airwaves. Rusto Rebel and Mad Trapper up in here, dog. Shout out to the sixth element of hip hop. Hip hop and comic book form is right here, dog. Killing all the whack shit.
Yo, check this shit out, man. Representing El Salvador, the savior. Yo, shaman of the debauchery, the filth, the Angelus. That's all me right there. You know what I'm saying? Crazy Vision Comics.
Man, so okay, so now y'all are from Miami. Well, you're in Miami, but where are you from nationally? What's your nationality?
My family's from El Salvador, and then you know what I'm saying, everyone else, and then made it here to Miami, and then just go back and forth,
Word. And so guys, so just to introduce, man, and thoroughly, Crazy Visions Universe, it's an indie comic publisher company that y'all came up with. And the name Crazy Visions is exactly the reason why I hit y'all up for this interview. Because I'm the Wu-Tang head, you know what I'm saying? Resident Wu. I mean, Stu is too. We Wu-ologists, man. And when I seen Crazy Visions, of course, that skit popped in my head. Ghostface. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that's hip hop and comics right there. I got to talk to these guys. And this is the cover of number 2, the second comic that second issue that y'all got. It says The Mad Trapper and Rusto Rebel. And man, and there's some imagery inside the books we got, and I just want to say, man, the artwork in this, who did the art on this?
Yo, that's the Crazy Visions art team, yo. And we have a nickname for one of our main artists. The monster, he wants to remain unnamed, you know what I mean? But he let us call him. He likes his little nickname we have because he's too dope. So we like, damn, you're a monster. So he's like,
motherfucking monster.
We just keep him as the monster, you know what I mean?
That's funny, real, because listen, one of the biggest things that indie comics grapple with, one of the biggest problem with indie comics is the art, because you have a lot of writers, you have a lot of people that write and can think of something dope to write as a comic book. The problem is getting someone to take the hours and hours of painstaking labor that it takes to actually draw out a full comic. So that either gets very expensive or they just don't have the talent. And so a lot of indie comics suffer from that. And, a lot of people kind of deal with it and just like put up with it. Okay, well, I know the art's going to suck because it's an indie comic, but the story's great. And I'm tired of that. That's not y'all. That's not y'all at all. The art in here is dope, man. Like I can't, this is like official. This ain't even like indie comic art. This is like top notch art right here.
Real shit,
Word. You would see this in an Image comic, or a Dark Horse comic, or a Boom comic.
We're going after the throne, dog. We want that throne. That Marvel comics better watch out. You know what I mean?
I see it, man. Y'all really
do. They all got to watch out.
That's what's up, man. Tell me about man.
And that's just one artist, dog. We had a whole team on deck that sees our Crazy Visions that bringing that shit to life, dog.
Even the lettering, that's a whole nother artist that does the lettering. You know what I mean? Like the way.
I was gonna ask you that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you who does the lettering and coloring and all.
Yeah, because you got a colorer, an inker. Do you have a separate colorer, separate inker as well, or
actually,
just
the
penciler
artist, do all he does all the ink, all the color, and everything. He does all the art, dog.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Man, wow. Now he's really talented. Yeah, that's really tough.
We got a gold mine on deck and shit, dog.
For real, bro.
Business. Great business makes good business, bro.
Yo, tell me, like, yo, look at this cover right here, dog. I know you know who that is right there.
Well, actually, I can put that on the screen. Bomb.
Let me see.
Man, you see your boy right there in the back. You see, that's you on the screen, right? That's you right there, right? The Mad Trapper.
Right there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Mad Trapper. Okay.
This is the first official release, dog. This is the first official release right there.
Hold on, let me look it up. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I didn't say you pick up that one. I didn't think about it, but yeah.
Yeah. That is dope.
Official, dog. Certified.
Yeah, like each of these right here, like that we have right here, these are the ones that we first opened up. You know what I mean? So like the first time we dropped issue 1. This is the first one that got pulled out.
Right.
Same thing with this one. This is the first one that we opened out, and same as that one.
Yeah.
That's fly, man. What's it feel like to have your own comic book out, man? That's got to be dope, man.
It's surreal, yo, because you know what I mean. Like with my love of graffiti, you know what I mean, and b-boy shit, you know what I mean. Like there's a huge influence in that within all that world, and little lyrics of let's say Wu-Tang songs, some boot camp shit. Like it's all thrown in there, sprinkled. You know what I'm saying?
We sprinkle all that shit all over this shit.
So
yeah, like, I can see
it. Like that love all this stuff, you know, you're gonna catch certain things, and people that have our views, you know what I'm saying, from like the hip hop that we grew up to, as opposed to what's going on now with certain things that like, yo, that wasn't in the music back then, bro. Like that's not like, yo, that's not.
And to answer your question, dog, yo, I feel the little kid in me, dog, he jumping for joy, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Live, dog. He's like, yo, what up? Yo, keep doing that shit, dog.
It's just surreal, bro. It's very surreal, you know what I mean? It's just fun. It's just fun putting like
your ideas come to life.
Ideas, and it comes out, you know, because the team is there, and it's all flowing, you know what I mean? Because it's all coming from a positive base, you get me?
Yes.
And then everyone's just coming across it like organically, like yourselves. You came across it, how you came across it.
Right.
And everyone tells me, I hear different stories. We went to some comic festival, and some dude was like, yo, some girl showed me this video of you guys, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And I'm like, that's cool, you know? Just
wow.
It's just spreading on its own.
That's dope, how you wanted. That's how you wanted to spread. How'd you guys get started?
So like back in the day, like I'm talking about, like I think 04, 05, I was working in some restaurant down south from here, and like, yo, I ran into Doe there. You know what I mean? I was doing, and then like at the time, I was doing a lot of Muay Thai shit. I was training a lot of Muay Thai, and I would just talk. I was always talking about warrior shit and like talking about it like with music shit and.
Word. I've been in martial arts my whole life.
And we just have conversations about war shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff is in the music and in the stuff that we talk about. It's all that warrior shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we got along because of that, discussing like real life shit, bro. You know what I mean? Shit that goes on in real life, like. That not everyone is exposed to, but we, because of our way of life and things that we're into, we come across these things, you know what I mean, that not everyone does, you know.
Right.
So that's how it all started, like that, you know.
That's what's up, man.
And then we started doing music together, dog, and then that's when the shit really got started, you know what I'm saying? We started making things happen with the music, and then like a rocket, dog, we just started making all types of ill shit, you know what I'm saying?
And just the respect and knowledge and dedication to understanding all the elements of hip hop culture, of what I love. Like I love that shit. I love hip hop.
We love that shit, dog.
Like, and I tell motherfuckers,
that's our life. Our life.
Yo, before I had the mic in my hand, I had to go through the b-boy shit. I had to go through the fucking graffiti shit.
Right.
I was never a DJ turntablist, but I tried. You know what I mean? I went through each chamber. I see break like a martial art. I see graffiti like as the shit that I don't know, that is what keeps me from going insane. And then all that goes into the comics, you know what I mean?
Yo, and Crazy Visions, we started at first as a production company. We started filming and we called ourselves Crazy Visions because we had the ill angles on lock when it comes to making videos. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I was like, yo, dog, yo, we got to make this comic shit with that name, but this is fucking ill as fuck, dog. And then, you know, check it out. Boom, boom. Yo, son, I had crazy visions, you know what I mean?
I found myself a while back after I took a class in screenwriting, and then that kind of helped me with the comic shit in the sense that I just adjusted for comics instead of films and shit.
So yeah, writing a script is very similar. Yeah.
So I just used that, and then I wrote some scripts back in the day that were about like doing graph as a kid when I was a little kid doing graffiti and shit in Miami, and running into real life problems and shit. And then that kind of like set off a lot of these things, you know. And then his own background of what he went through in life, you know what I mean, from another perspective.
Craziness.
What was going on in Miami at the time in the 90s, you know.
Three dots like Spider, a crazy life, you know what I'm saying?
So you know, and that all that's just fused into the stories, you know.
And you know what helped us? I'm a straight up businessman, hustler since the get. And that's man, we fucking about to make this shit go worldwide, dog. One day this shit's gonna be all over the fucking airways, dog. Yo, they're gonna be like, yo, this is that shit right here, dog.
I love the energy, man.
Yeah, man.
Your work ethic, dedication, like, bro, fuck, man. I've sacrificed so much for all this stuff for hip hop and art.
This is our life, dog. This is our life.
I can't turn back.
Nah, hell nah.
Not like
ain't no choice. Yo, this is all we got, dog. This is we done put it out there, dog, for real.
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna go places, man. I really can see it, man. Y'all got something special. Comic Crusaders in the building. Wepa, salute. Al Mega. Word is bond. Yo, so you were y'all into comics as kids growing up, like Marvel, DC? Who's your favorite characters? What were y'all into before you started making comics? Were you reading, collecting?
Man, I used to
Batman. I was a Batman when I was a little shorty. Yo, Batman was my dude and shit, dog.
Nice.
The Joker, yo, forget about it.
I like so many characters, bro. I got comics from back then, and I have rare things that
Spawn, X-Men, all that shit.
Yeah, like I have so much shit that I love, like from back then that I since like I would say like from 1988 to now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
maybe
me. That's me too.
87 or 88, I want to say, yeah.
Yo, I remember, I had the series 1 through 3 Marvel cards, every single one and shit, dog.
Ah, yeah.
Yo, when I was legit, later on in life, I got involved in other shit and I fucking left it behind and shit. But when I was a little
not like me talking.
I said the same crazy for them cards. I would ransack stores for that shit. I would do all types of shit for those cards, comic books. Yo, that was my shit, dog. Yo,
I did so much. I'm like, I don't want to incriminate myself so much,
My little kid shit.
Okay. What do you got? What do you guys think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Bro, honestly, I'm far behind in a lot of them.
Yo, we need that budget, dog. I want that budget.
You want them 100 million.
You want that budget, huh? You need that 100 mil?
Yeah. Whatever they have for Captain Marvel, leave it a little aside for us. You know what I'm saying? We'll make some ill shit happen, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yo, for real. I know they got some throwaway characters, dog. Like, put it on us. We'll make the ill animated shit, dog. All types of ill shit, dog.
Like, there's certain things I'm excited for. Like, I want to see that new Spawn shit hopefully come out soon at some point. I'm a huge Spawn fan.
Word.
If you guys could do a movie, would you do it more about yourselves or would you lean more towards the characters that you write in your comic books?
Dog, it'll be all mixed in together. You know what I'm saying? Because we take elements of our real life and put it in the characters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I can see that the characters, I mean, clearly somewhat based on you. Is this, do y'all take like an autobiographical sort of, when you write this, is it stuff that you did in your life embellished or stuff you knew or heard? Is this like more of like a life story type story, or is this complete fiction, sci-fi?
We take pieces, you know what I'm saying?
It's basically, it's a gumbo.
Yeah, a pot. We just fucking stirred it like a fucking like chefs up in that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of things that happen in real life, and then there's a lot of things I have to exaggerate, obviously, because it's like what's going on. Read the comics and see like what's going on, in the story.
But yo,
man,
definitely I realized it inspired a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, like, whenever I discuss the other character, the one that's called the Rusto Rebel, it's basically called. It's basically. I got that cause
Rusto Rebel right there.
Like you know what I mean? It's just. It's kind of like I've always dressed, you know what I mean? He literally, like, the way the character
with the spray cans and everything, dog,
like
you
a
know
graffiti guy with the gas,
the
mask. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then, like, and fucking
that artwork is so fly, man. That's
so dope.
Yeah, like, it's all based. That character has a more serious tone, like the ideas I have for that, which is to come. You know what I mean? I want at least that would be like a darker, more serious tone type of comic. Because they all have a different energy, different vibe.
Yeah, the whole different style in each one. You know what I'm saying?
So, because like the character comes from more like from a background of graffiti, martial arts, breakdancing, b-boying. Let's say, let's call it b-boying. You know,
right?
So that's gonna have that type of story influence world.
Coming soon one day.
Yeah, the character's based. The name of the character alone is based off of spray paint brand, Rust-Oleum. So I just.
I was wondering about that. That's clever, man. So you guys can see on the title is the Mad Trapper and Rusto Rebel.
And
the
also
Rust-Oleum Rebel.
Shout out to Rebel, an actual
but
graffiti
MMA fighter now,
MMA fighter, yo, that's a dope cat, man. Actually, when I was younger, I would go into these abandoned buildings to do my own shit, and I would be like, oh, who's this rebel guy? Who's this rebel guy? And I'm like, damn. So one day I was just creating a song. I was creating a song, and I said Rusto Rebel Rebellion in the song. So I'm like, damn, I remembered that. I was like, damn, what if I call the character the Rusto Rebel? And there you go.
Bam! History was made.
Wow.
Sick.
But that wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have seen that guy's tag in the streets of Miami.
And now we sponsor him, dog. He's what, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, 360. The way world works is crazy, dog.
Crazy.
Or y'all linked up with him and shit?
Yeah, he's from Miami. He does MMA shit, dog. He's an MMA fighter, dog. He got a fight coming up on February 3rd, dog, and he's about to beat that dude ass, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Is he on like UFC and shit, or is it local?
It's
some bare knuckle shit.
Knuckle shit, dog. Yo, in the ring and everything, dog.
That gritty shit.
Yo, UFC shit for real, dog.
Kimbo Slice shit.
Some warrior shit.
Yeah.
Some real warrior shit.
That Kimbo Slice.
Yo, rest in peace to the guy, dog. He's a Miami legend, dog.
Facts.
Ryan all day, dog. That's the down south shit.
Big facts. Man, so tell me a little bit. Oh, and I saw something on your Twitter. Do both y'all rap, or do y'all rap? Y'all still do shows? What do y'all do?
Yo, we dropped the first soundtrack to a comic book in history, dog. Nobody else has done that shit before. And we are number 2 right now. We dropped soundtracks to comic books. Yo, this was the first one. We dropped the soundtrack to this comic book right here. You know what I'm saying?
I think Ghostface did that, didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't Ghostface do one like that?
Nah, he don't got an issue, dog. Like
12 Reasons to Die.
This is what I tell people all the time, because that always gets brought up, Joseph. Every other person, let's say musicians, let's say rap. There's some rap artists that have had comics. Wu-Tang's dropped comics. Czarface.
Pharoah Monch.
Right?
Yep. Pharoah Monch. He been on this show. We had Pharoah Monch on here talking about his comic.
Look at that.
And he got a song to it, but it's just one song to the video.
I don't know. At the time when we dropped it, I don't know when no one else that dropped a comic book first and did the soundtrack deliberately to that. That's
real, because the way RZA and Ghost did it, they did the music and then they did the comic to it. I think.
Exactly, and it's something different. Like this goes together.
Yeah, like, it's a soundtrack to the comic book. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. That's sick, man.
That's why I was like, damn. I'm like, I've been saying it myself, and then I was telling him, I'm like, yo, I think we're the first ones to do that.
Yo, in history, dog.
But no one has yet to say it. So a lot of people will bring up the Czarface shit.
But then
I tell them, like, no, think
technical,
about it.
Yo.
They did it. They didn't do it like this. They did something else.
Yeah.
They dropped the comic. Something.
Yo, how movies used to drop soundtracks, you know what I'm saying, Above the Rim, all that shit. Yo, we did the shit. This is our movie right here. You know what I'm saying? The comic book. You know what I mean? We got the soundtrack to that. Straight boom, back, hardcore, back alley type rap, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right. where can they get that? Where can people get the comic, the soundtrack, all of that? Where's it at right now?
Music, all that. Yeah,
I need it right now.
Soundtracks are on all streaming services. You can hear the soundtracks on all of it. You can just type in the Mad Trapper Rusto Rebel soundtrack, or you could put the Filth and Dirty Dough.
Just put Filth and Dough and it would pop out and shit.
The Filth and Dirty Dough.
Yeah.
We also dropped another project called The Shamans of Debauchery, which the art is also drawn by the monster from the Crazy Visions team. That's just ill too. So you know, we got that too. We have
and there's 1 and 2.
What's the other one, Phil?
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother world. It's different worlds and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's coming too. That world's coming too. The Shamans of Debauchery is coming.
And what y'all said filth? Y'all said filth and something. What was it?
Filth and Dough. Dirty Dough.
The Filth and Dirty Dough. If you type that into YouTube, it should pop out.
DOE.
DOE. Okay. All right. Let me put that up for
you.
Listen, people watching this right now, man. They're hungry for it. I already know. People want to get this right now. Let me get
for the comics. For the physical comics, you could just hit us up on direct message through the Crazy Visions
DMs. We've been doing everything through the DMs and shit.
Some people write to me directly.
Yeah.
The Filth. The Filth 83 is how you can find me on IG, and if you just send me a message, I just send people the information to give me the money. And you know,
if you follow Crazy Visions Comics on IG, you will see us. We're very active on the page from our other accounts too.
I go immediately to the post office, yo. You know, I go around like I don't play around.
First class shit right there. It's right to your door.
I send it to you nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so that's Crazy Visions Comics on Instagram, and also the Filth. What?
The Filth 83 is my IG handle.
All right. So let me just throw that up there so we can finish. But
that's dope. That's dope. Y'all do graffiti because Miami is known for graffiti. Like there's a huge graffiti scene in Miami. You got
graffiti and breaking is my first love of hip hop. Graffiti and breaking, bro, and then that's what got me into the fold.
So that's the 5 elements of hip hop, right? We all know MCing, DJing, graffiti, breakdancing, and fashion or knowledge, depending on who you ask. But the reason that we the 6th element of hip hop is because comic books are the 6th element of hip hop, right? Because comics been in hip hop ever since the beginning. You know, people been naming themselves after characters and lyrics and the whole nine. So comic books have always been a big influence on hip hop, man. And I was reading The Harbinger, was a Valiant comic, and I'm reading it and I noticed that the character, I'm just reading the speech bubble and I'm like, why do I recognize that? And it's a line from Illmatic. He just spits the Illmatic line straight out the you know what I'm saying, and he's like hollering at this chick. And he spits the line to her, like trying to spit game. And I'm like, wow, that shit clicked. And I'm like, man, now it's hip hop in comic books. And because, the people making comics now are grown up fans of hip hop, because in the 80s when hip hop really got popular and throughout the 90s, those people are now in their 40s and 50s. I mean, that's us. And so now we the ones making comics and we've been hip hop fans. So, you know what I'm saying? You're really seeing this collaboration between comic books and hip hop culture, man. And this is like the epitome, man. So I gotta thank y'all, man, for supporting the medium and all of that. My bad, Stu. Go ahead.
No, good. You guys ever put any murals up in Wynwood?
Oh, Wynwood, Wynwood is kind of for everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go up in there, prancing and do the little graffiti and shit, dog. That shit don't really count. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a little place there. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the city, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we got a song. Right. We got a song. We on the crime spree. Graffiti on every street. And that's how we live. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, because Wynwood is sort of like, that's more like a touristy section.
But back in the day, Wynwood was a whole different.
It was the whole scene.
Right.
Prior to 2000.
That shit, That
shit was
yeah,
bad,
yeah. That shit was a whole nother world, and all these tourists out there would have been marks. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, it's all gentrified now.
Especially if they're walking around with a fanny pack.
Yeah. Gentrification.
Yeah, my son the other day, I said, son, listen, I never wore a fanny pack back when they was popping back in the 90s, and I ain't wearing one now. I was like, it wasn't cool then. It ain't. I don't care if you throw it over your shoulder, your chest. I don't give a damn how you wear it.
Cool,
it just wasn't cool.
No fanny packs
cool. No fanny packs, right? Yeah, I was like, it just wasn't cool, son. It was just nothing ever cool about a fanny pack, man. I don't care. You got Louis Vuitton on it, Gucci. I don't give a damn. It just wasn't cool, bro. There's nothing cool about it. I said you could put Dragon Ball Z on that.
Now they rock them around
there. Still ain't cool. Yeah, they
yo, Miami back in the day.
Cool.
Yo, Miami back in the day, they should stick all the tourists, and you see fanny packs everywhere now. Like, yo, that was the signature shit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. That's a whole, that was a cash crop right there. Tourism.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was.
That's what the foods keep the money and all that shit. It was so easy to grab and shit.
Yep.
But
right. Well, you ain't got no pockets. You put it in your fanny pack.
Yeah.
That's it. Back in the day.
You know,
everything up in that shit, dog. Like, yo, you fucking bugging, dog.
Right.
Well, they wore them shorts in the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you had to have a fanny pack to carry all your money and goods. You know what I mean?
Pull a wallet out of there and all that.
Yeah, you know them little basketball shorts. They had no pockets.
Short ass Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
So Monday we got a cat coming on.
Marshall Warpath. I saw him make a comment, dog. Yo, what up, dog?
Yo.
Facts.
Yeah.
First print, check
there you go. Huh?
Yo, that's dope, man.
Yeah, that's my homie, man. Word, Marshall Warpath, man. We gonna do a all Native American, all indigenous hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All Native American rappers and shit. Yeah.
He's about that life, dog. That Indio shit. Yeah,
man. That's my family in El Salvador.
Okay.
We're part of the Nonualco tribe and the Isalco tribe.
The tribe of the mute.
He wants to know, y'all gonna make a second print? Are y'all gonna do a second print to the first issue?
I said I thought about it because so many people are asking for it, and I'm like, damn.
It's sold out.
We're gonna take out where it says limited edition on the original. I'm gonna take that out.
And we're probably waiting for demand to go up. We know when the timing is perfect, we'll drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then a collectible novel that collects like the first story arc, I would say would be good too.
Yeah, like a trade paperback, like the first 4 issues or something.
Correct.
One. Yeah, right.
Oh, put them in one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I get one, I'm gonna slap it. I get one. I get my hands on, just straight slap it.
For this issue right here, the Golden Mic, dog. We have a whole story about the Golden Mic.
That's what I want to get to, man. I keep wanting to ask y'all. So in the beginning, this top speech bubble right here, this rat creature guy right here, he's talking about the Golden Mic, and he's trying to get these two dudes, you know what I'm saying, the Mad Trapper and Filth, to what? To give him the mic, or to tell me the story. Give me the synopsis.
This is the first page right here. Yo, you got to see this shit right here. This is the first page from the first comic explaining everything. Oh, there you go. The Golden Mic. Whoever holds the Golden Mic holds the power over hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Dope.
Yo, whoever controls that controls the whole way hip hop functions. The way we want it, we want that old school hip hop. Yo, you know what I'm saying? That, real hip hop shit. And
right.
And our opposition, they're called the Rainbow Coalition, and it's all these whack rappers. You know what I'm saying? They want to make a mockery. They want to make a mockery of hip hop, and we ain't for that shit. They want to put us in dresses. They want to do fucking drop garbage ass music and fill the airways and turn everybody out, dog. And we ain't. We standing in the way. We
chopping the heads off.
Yo, we ain't gonna let that happen, dog. Because we love this culture too much. We love this shit to death, dog. This is our fucking life, and we ain't gonna have no body boy fucking make a mockery of this shit of our culture. You know what I mean?
Right.
This shit is blowing my mind. I love this shit. Go ahead.
Speaking of hip hop, what are you guys listening to right now? Besides your own music. Besides your own music. Yeah. Besides your own music, what are you guys listening to?
Yeah, pretty much just my own things and just people around the scene
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, I'm always listening to my shit, rehearsing, practicing, you know what I'm saying, being ready for the shows, ready for whatever, you know, making new shit. I'm always on that shit, dog, you know what I'm saying?
When it comes to that, I mostly just listen to the music I grew up to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And Miami hip hop got a whole scene, dog, that the world needs to
talent.
The world needs to know about
Miami. Real hip hop.
Yo, we are so much more than Pitbull and Rick Ross and all these other
motherfuckers.
Man. Nah, yo, we got some real hip hop shit.
Nah, Miami do, Miami do got their own scene.
All of Florida, St. Pete, Tampa. You know what I'm saying? It's real hip hop in Florida, man. It's real hip hop in the South. I mean, shout out to my man Cooks from Alabama. He'll tell you, man, he a hip hop head, man. And it's a whole culture, it's a whole underground, man. And a lot of people don't know because, like you said, Pitbull, you know, Rick Ross, they have that image of what Miami and Miami bass and all of that, and that's sort of just all they know, man. But I love to see, man, the real culture, man, coming out of the woodwork, man, and making it known.
A lot of talent out here.
Yo, and the real ones that know, the ones that's in the scene, dog. We in the streets all day, and we know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like I crush these mics live, but like I don't just talk about it. I go out. I still go out and go find the mic spots, and I go still rock it live. You know what I mean? Because that to me, that's how it's got to be done. You're an MC, you gotta rock live. You gotta rock the mic live. So you know, in doing that, I've come across mad talent in Miami. There's so much talent, bro. It's a good thing to see.
We got some spit monsters out here, dog, for real.
Dog. Okay, so what is Crazy Vision's Universe ultimate goal? Is it to be at the top? Is it to be in the music industry? Is it to be the comics? Is it to be film? Or are you trying to do it all? I mean, what's the ultimate
domination?
I'm trying to get once I see like an animated film series about this, and I see myself in like some Street Fighter type of gaming, or on some
Mortal Kombat
films, real live films, and all that shit.
I see like that. You get me? Like,
that's your Crazy Vision.
I seen it
like a Zenith.
Yeah, I seen it like a Zenith.
Yeah. So man.
All that, like there's such great animation. Like I'm trying to like that's like what I see.
Yo, and these stories are so ill. These stories are so ill, dog. It's bound to happen one day, dog. I know.
Yeah, like yo, I'm making soundtracks.
Nobody's doing shit like this.
Like, I like making the music. I like enjoying making the background sound. All that. Like I love doing that, you know, and just meeting people that love to do that too. And I just see it as I see the Crazy Visions world as this nucleus that's connecting everyone, and it's everyone's having fun, and it's positive, you know what I mean?
And we're introducing our peoples through the Crazy Vision comics, dog. It's gonna be more characters, more ill shit, dog. Yo, it's gonna be more madness, more absolute mayhem, and all that.
I see it helping out many people.
Yeah.
And on some real tip, like you know how you see them commercials about help the poor children, donate money, and all this crap like that. You know what I mean? You see that on TV, but I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't trust that shit. So I've always said, starting since my family's from Central America, I want to help out the spots I know that's fucked up.
You know that so he's gonna get.
I'm trying to help that because I know if I help out those people, it'll stop all that gang shit, all the crime. That's like it's just people doing what they got to do to survive, but they need fucking help. So if I could do that, you know, to at least start there, I feel like that will spread more.
Yo, we're all about giving back to the community, dog. We serve the community, dog. We are under y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're here to serve y'all all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the end is to help people, bro.
Yeah, push it forward.
I just
always paying it forward.
I just want to help people, bro. I just want to help people that, you know, like, fuck, man.
The right people, positive people.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, it comes. It naturally comes. It has been working all organically. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta help people if you can. You know what I mean? Like, there's too much bullshit here, bro. You know what I mean? So I know by me helping, I feel good doing that. I don't know. That's what I was a kid, bro. Like even when I don't have shit, but when I've been able to help people, I feel good, bro. I don't know.
Giving is always better than receiving, man. I always feel better giving than getting. Yeah.
Like there's a lot of. I have poor ass family, but they help everybody in the motherland, you know.
Right.
So in the end, it's to help people, basically.
Right. That's
That's
the ultimate.
Right. You gotta respect that, man. Now listen, we always ask a question here on this show, man, to our guests. you know, just to see where the hip hop prowess is at, man. You know,
I would love, man. Look at this animated though, dog. Imagine this animated.
Yeah, imagine
that is
bro.
dope, man. That is dope, man.
Animated movie
that
of
is
this.
dope.
And that's just one issue, dog.
I want you to see the first issue, bro.
The first issue, man. Yo, fuck yo.
Yeah,
I think
you gotta send me. I need it. Yeah,
you
gotta send me.
Story, dog. Yo, we sold out on the first issue, dog, and then after we sold out, yo, motherfuckers, yo, they wanted it so bad that they hit up my dog who bought like 10 issues, and he sold that shit for $50, dog. You know what I'm saying? It started going up. Yo, for $50 a pop, you know what I'm saying?
So there's still issues out there, but by people that bought numerous amounts from us at once.
And they flip.
Okay. They flipping them.
We got some NFT shit, you know, some tangible shit, you know.
It's like a physical NFT that we control, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Man, like I was saying. Sorry, my bad, Stu. What'd you say?
Yeah, no, that's dope that y'all, you know, y'all got a physical NFT like that, man. You know. Because
we had
that. I don't know if that's
your brand.
I just say it, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know that's a real term. I just
no,
like,
Method Man.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. But NFT's been around for years. Yeah, they've been around for years. It's just that now that you know, like people like us, like they would call it quote unquote the norm or the regular people. We've, you know, once it got within our grasp and we figured out because all NFT is like Adidas is an NFT. Nike, the swoosh is an NFT. I mean, it's been there. The Wu-Tang symbol is probably the most known NFT you ever gonna see. You know what I mean? You know, you can't touch it, you can't, but it's there. And if you use it, you got to pay for it. That's all it really is. But they've been around for years, man. Yeah, it's just a license. That's all, man. If you got a logo, you know, if you guys got a logo, man, NFT that joint. Anybody that use it or whatever, or put it up somewhere, they got to pay you for it, man. And it's only right.
So this is Pharaoh Monch. He got a band called 13.
Yeah, I know about that. It's a rock shit,
Yeah. And so this is his signed copy of his book, his comic Kill. And there's an anime version of it. It's an anime version of the joint, and it's got a soundtrack, the hip hop, or the rock joint from his band 13 and shit.
Yo, that's dope. Really cool.
If I could hook y'all up, man, with him.
You read
you know
my
what I'm saying? And then he could maybe link you with the people that did his animated joint, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, get y'all on that path.
You read my mind. Now when you said that shit, dog, dog, we'll be forever grateful, dog. You know what I'm saying?
We review songs. Yes, we do review songs, Nani.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, we have people come on, MCs come on, local rappers come on, and
As a matter of fact, we know a couple local rappers, man. They do a lot. Rap wise, they put out a lot, man. Big Pink
Fontaine and Pink.
his crew. Yeah, Pink Fontaine and his crew, they come on. I've actually went and seen them guys. They got a whole studio and everything, man. They real serious about it, man. They put out videos. We debut them on here all the time. Their videos, they come on, they kick it with us and stuff like that. But they've worked with Vado and different MCs, but they all about they're working on a big project right now where they're getting people, I guess MCs from all over, and they're trying to do like a compilation, like a good music type thing. Like Kanye, you're trying to do something like that, or like a symphony type like album or something like that. I was just talking to him the other day, and they just recorded a song. Man, matter of fact, I'm gonna link y'all when we get out. I'm gonna get your info, and I'm gonna link you up with them guys, man. So you guys, they make music, y'all make music. It's just all about everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Networking,
it's all about networking, man. Y'all can come to Jersey. They might fly down there, but they go all over and do music, man. They did tours and everything. So it's all about bringing each other up, man. Yeah. We always ask a question. We always ask another question on this channel. The Black Album.
No, we don't ask this question. Stu asked this question.
No, we asked this question about the Black Album. We don't like
the Black Album.
Mm-hmm.
And we had
Jay-Z.
Yeah. I said
we
the Black Album is dope. He said the Black Album is trash. I said, you crazy, bro? The Black Album is trash.
It wasn't.
There's a couple songs that could be thrown away.
But like 99 Problems, that's hip hop, bro. 99 Problems.
Listen, it wasn't hip hop enough for me. I might like maybe
you can't
2
front on
tracks.
PSA though. PSA, that's my joint right there.
PSA was dope, and 99 Problems was dope. But the rest of it is kind of shaky for me. It's real shaky.
No, there's a couple of joints that I agree that I would have taken off though. But the last joint too, the last joint on that shit, the fucking that was a banger too. Even that single, dog, I got 99 Problems, but the bitch ain't one. Yo, that shit was a fucking banger, dog.
And that was an old IQ song. Word, that was an old IQ song.
That shit was that's a banger, dog. That's like.
And Rick Rubin did that song. That's
Rick, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I couldn't get. I thought the hip hop. I thought the hip hop on it was just. It was low level hip hop. In my opinion, that's how I think.
I think you found it too commercial.
I love Jay-Z, but I like Nas, dog. Nas
is the one.
Exactly. See now you talking my language. Because Nas would never. Could you ever see Nas putting out?
You were shitting on Jay-Z's Black Album.
No, because listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got all the Jay-Z albums, but when I bought the Black Album, I was disappointed. I was real disappointed, man.
No, the Black Album, yo, he has other joints that's way more commercial that I didn't like at all and shit, dog.
Right.
The one with So Ghetto was the banger, but that whole album, that shit was so commercial, dog. I didn't like that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But So Ghetto was that joint. So Ghetto was that fucking joint, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, So Ghetto was hot.
With Mariah Carey and all that shit. Fuck that.
Nah. Now check it. I think the hottest Jay-Z album he ever put out was that Rock album, that Rock Family album. I thought that was the hottest joint of his whole career.
Reasonable Doubt is my favorite. Reasonable Doubt.
I thought that was between that and Reasonable Doubt. I thought was the hottest. That was the hottest things he ever put out. Right. I thought that was the hottest thing.
Reasonable Doubt. Beanie Siegel though, he's a monster too.
Yeah, Beanie's a monster.
B was phenomenal. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Beanie was a monster. I just thought
a dope album.
Yeah, man.
Okay, hold on. You guys ever? My man Nande said something real. My bad, Stu. He said you want to hear some Portuguese jazz and rap. Yeah, bro. Like all of that stuff is interesting, man. We down with all of that.
Yeah,
so,
I'm eclectic, so I listen to all that. Yeah, I'm eclectic, so I listen to everything, bro. I listen to everything.
Yeah, we'll hit you up, man. We'll hit you up on Twitch. Oh,
yeah, I could see.
Come on IG, man, and check me out. 6th Element Comics, 6th_element_ comics on Instagram. And
but when it comes to hip hop, I like that dark, mystical, grimy, criminal.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I get down. Yeah, that's how I get down.
If it's offbeat and the rapper's saying some shit and it don't sound, and the beat just sound like pots and pans banging, that's what Stu fuck with. He like that.
Because listen, see, I think hip hop. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I've been around since the beginning when it comes to hip hop. So hip hop always been rebel music. You know what I'm saying? It's always been rebel music. It's always been. We always been the ones that say the stuff other people don't say, do the stuff other people don't do. The way they dress, like, you know what I mean? The way we walk, talk, the songs we come out with. Nobody did the stuff rap do. And now I feel personally it's a mockery. And when I see guys like y'all making hip hop and the energy y'all got, it just get me hyped for the whole thing and the love y'all got for it, because now I know that hip hop still lives. You know what I'm saying? Like now everybody, if you think about it, when you hear a beat, all the beats sound the same. They got the same tempo. They sound the same.
Everybody's now
rapping that same cadence.
No beat, no drum beat shit, dog. Yo, dog, that shit puts me to sleep, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It do. It do. It do.
I need that boom, bap.
You need that boom, boom. Yeah, this hip hop was built on that. It was built on the drum. You know what I mean? Because that's all we had. We didn't have bands. We didn't have, orchestras. We had drums and we had noise. And that's what hip hop's supposed to do, make a lot of noise.
With that shit, yeah.
Right. You're supposed to make a lot of noise when you listen to hip hop, because that's what it's about.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And if your song ain't making no noise, I put it to you like this, man. I'm not being selective of anything, and I ain't gonna even hold my tongue. But if I'm somewhere and I'm listening to a hip hop album, and there's some whack wannabe hip hop heads out there, and they going like this to it, and then I know it's whack. I'll be like, yeah, that's some whack shit. I already know that's some whack. Like I ain't even trying. But if I'm somewhere and I'm around some hip hop heads, and they doing like this, and then we feeling it, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Because you should want to bang your head up against the wall after you hear a dope hip hop track. You should be like, man.
I feel that. I tell you right now, though, our soundtrack, we got that head nod, break your neck type shit, dog. Hard lyrics, hard beats all day, and we make songs, actual songs, not like just bars and all day. We mix it up, and we got we go hard in the motherfucking paint, dog, for real.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
We got sounds like "fuck the pigs," you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the pigs all day, dog.
Okay. Did y'all make? Now you guys got any videos, anything?
We got
if you look up the Filth and Dirty though, you'll see different things pop
mad videos, dog. We got all types of shit, dog. And now we're incorporating our characters into the universe of the rap videos and shit. We got some ill shit, you know what I'm saying? And we just getting started, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, because we'll debut. We'll debut a video on here, man. You guys come on, we'll debut a video.
We got to chop off your fucking head, dog. That shit's that's a fucking head nada.
Yeah, man, we could.
We decapitating all that whack shit, dog.
I wish I would have really known that part because I could have had that video. We could have shown that video.
Yeah, we could have had them ready. Yeah, we would have had it ready to show for the audience. We had y'all spun up.
You definitely got to. I mean, we definitely.
Yeah, but it's not what we. Yeah.
Y'all
we definitely gotta get y'all back on here. Yeah, we definitely gotta get y'all on here. Yeah, get y'all back and do something. Just do a music side. Strictly just knock out some of y'all music, man. And get it popping.
We're with it all day, dog. We're all about building blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And that's what we like, man. That's what we like, man.
For sure, yo, beautiful friendships start like this, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a lifetime of just blessings, dog.
Absolutely, man. That's we build this. We building relationships, man. That's what we doing, man. That's why we bring on certain people, interview, promote for them, show them, give them props and give them a platform. You know what I'm saying? And make that connection, man. Because we are all sort of on the ground floor trying to build our shit, and we all gonna blow up.
Right.
And knowing each other from the gate. You know what I'm saying? This is how. Because when they say it's not what you know or not, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? And so,
let me say something right now. My phone is on 10%. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you shut up automatically, you know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
How much we got?
No, we got you. We got you. We ain't gonna let that happen to you. Yeah, we was gonna tell. We even have a German artist that comes on from time to time, man. Jim Me.
Oh, German
and
MC,
he dope.
Yeah,
German MC, and he dope. He dope, man. We gotta link y'all up, man. We gotta link y'all up with Jim Me. And he rapping German, but he likes the boom bap. He like this, right? Like he like the same thing we like. He likes the boom bap. Yeah, he like that real hip hop. He likes that boom bap, that New York style, just the stuff that we that was invented that made hip hop what it is.
Real hip hop is all over the world, man, and like Europe and everywhere. Hip hop is huge, like real hip hop, not this corny commercial shit. The real hip hop, and that shows you that the real hip hop is where it's at because that's what transcended languages, cultures, oceans. You know what I'm saying? The whole world, and everybody is so
mountains and everything. Yeah, mountains and everything. Yeah. And people are passionate. Like you said, you passionate about it. That's powerful, man. That's what we like.
Well, that's hard work.
What was your first hip hop album you ever heard?
That's hard.
That I heard or like
I remember a little kid, dog.
I have two memories.
I remember, we're elementary, dog, listening to like Fresh Kid Ice, 2 Live Crew shit, dog. We're little bad kids, dog, and that's the shit that me so horny shit.
Salt and
Naughty
pepper,
by nature too and shit, dog. I was a naughty by nature kid, dog. That we were some little hooligans, you know what I'm saying? We love that shit, you know what I mean?
But I'll tell you, these are some important. One of the earliest memories I remember was my old boy. He used to work on cars, and sometimes it'd be crash, and you find a bunch of shit inside the cars back in the 80s and early 90s and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he just goes to me, "Look, this is for you. Just keep it. Is that music that you like?" You know what that was? What he gave me, and I still have it. it's an original Run DMC Raising Hell tape.
What?
Get the hell out of here.
and I still have it. I just have it like nice. But he gave it to me. He like, you know, he was like, look what I found in the car. Here you go. And then that set off a lot. And then after that, I just remember recording off the radio. Yo, there was I forgot what radio station it was. Well, actually, no, it was actually one of the main stations. But at the time, they played dope rap.
Yo, back
like
in the
late
day,
night,
was so different.
So
like 1 in the morning.
I remember I was trying to record a track, but I recorded something else by accident. You know what that was? It was The Code of the Streets.
Gangstar, yeah.
Gangstar.
Get out of here.
Classic.
Yeah, so like that, those two memories are like the big things for me, right?
Yo,
there.
we hip hop junkies, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I just love it.
And for music, yo, graffiti, dog. When graffiti took over, oh god, that shit was yo.
Well, yeah, but graffiti and breaking came to me first before like I even cared about
before you got into the music. Right.
Yeah. We just students of the culture, you know what I'm saying? And we love this shit today, you know.
I can see, man. I can tell, man. Y'all for real with it, man. And that's gonna attract a lot of people, man. And I'm sure it already has. And so, yo, I mean, I don't want your phone to cut off on y'all, man. But if y'all want to, if anybody watching right now wants to link up with these cats, man, go. You see the IG tags at the bottom of the screen going across the bottom. Crazy Visions Comics, The Filth 83. They got this new comic out. The Mad Trapper is insane. The artwork is bananas. The story is pure hip hop, talking about the golden microphone, controlling the culture. I mean, it's just this mind blowing shit, man. You got to check these guys out. I'm so glad that we met, man, and got the chance to have y'all on. We're definitely gonna have y'all on again, man, for sure.
Be grateful,
bro. That's from the heart, man. I really appreciate it. And Warpath, man, he's talking about he got a comic right now with an indigenous character who hunts the killers of missing, murdered indigenous women. That's hard as
shout out to Native people, man.
Facts, man. So yeah, man.
Yeah, facts. Word up.
If y'all want to hang out, man, we gonna chop it up, man. I know your phone about to die and everything, man. But we gonna talk about some comics and hip hop and just current events and things, man. If y'all want to kick it. Yeah, Slade, he said he a fan now forever. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up, dog. Yo, come to the page, dog. Yeah. Yo, we got all types of ill shit, dog.
I'm a fan. Cook. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Cooks 24 right here. So on Instagram, y'all, I'm gonna shoot y'all his thing, but he does interviews on Instagram, IG lives, and he's gonna want to talk to y'all, man. If y'all want to do another interview with a great podcaster, one of my closest homies, I'm gonna hook y'all up, man, and he gonna hook y'all up with an interview, man, if y'all down. So look out for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Yo, shout out to Jeremy Renner, man. The homie is laid up in the bed. He's 52 years old. He got crushed by the snow plow. So that
yeah.
Heard about that?
Hawkeye, right? That's
Hawkeye,
yeah.
right? Yeah, man.
But they just released all the details of what happened,
right?
With the accident. Apparently, he didn't apply the emergency brake. He was trying to save his nephew from getting hit by the snowplow. He jumps out, doesn't put the brake on, and the thing, I guess it was on a hill or something. The thing kicks back in the gear and runs him over. Luckily he survived.
It sideways,
it could have been more tragic. But they said that in the police report and the investigation said that had he applied the brake properly, it would have never slid. It would never, did what it did. It would have stayed in one place. And
he was a hero, dog. Yo, that's what's up, though.
Yeah. So, shout out to Jeremy Renner.
You want to hear some crazy shit, though? Yo, after we leave here, you know where we're going to, dog? We're going to the comic book store because we really bought this shit, dog. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yo, we gotta get
okay, so I wanted to ask y'all that, man. That's cool. What are y'all going to the comic book store to get, man? What are y'all reading right now? Y'all
what are you reading right now?
Issue 1 of the last Ronin lost some shit. I forgot what the fuck it's called. It's like
Last Ronin.
It has that world. I think the Lost Years. There we go. The Lost Years.
Okay.
Issue 1 dropped, and there's some I would say that 2 or 3 dope covers that I would cop.
Nice. And also it's a
Ghost
Rider and Wolverine. It's a Ghost Rider and Wolverine new comic that's out called Weapons of Vengeance.
Oh, what? Shit. Yo, I'm about to cop that.
Check that shit out if y'all find. Yeah, it's at Comics has reviewed Wolverine and Ghost Rider crossing over this summer in Weapons of Vengeance. Kicks off with Ghost Rider Wolverine, blah blah blah, Alpha #1. Spins out of the Fall of X 4-issue. Also, it's a 4-issue miniseries, man. Wolverine and Ghost Rider. Yeah, I'm about to highlight that.
Yo, when I was a little kid, Ghost Rider, yo, I was obsessed with Ghost Rider. His comic book, yo, that was my dude. He was so dark and yo, grimy, yo. I love that shit, dog. That's my favorite Ghost Rider, Dan Cat, bro. So that's the 90s Ghost Rider. Dan Catch. That's a real Ghost Rider.
Yo, Stu, do they sound weird?
Yeah.
Sound got fucked up, dog.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Okay,
I'm getting feedback from your mic. We're getting feedback from your mic from something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
okay. They were about. That's what it was.
They're about to cut off. Yeah,
that's what it was.
They're about to cut off. Yeah.
Well, anyways, man, that
if they can come back, they'll be back, man.
If they come back on, y'all can hop back on. If y'all can see, check it out, man. Y'all can hop back on. But yeah, man, Crazy Visions comics, yo, that is some of the illest. I'm way more excited now, having talked to them and gotten to learn more about the comic and really what they're doing, man. Than I was just looking at the comic, which is crazy. I mean, this is dope. Like, I love to see an indie comic with this kind of art. There's somebody else, man.
That cover is crazy. That cover is crazy because I look like he choking Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, exactly. You see, he got the 6ix9ine on his chest.
Yeah, he got the 6ix9ine on his forehead and all that. Yeah, the different color hair. Yeah,
bro.
That's what I was like. Man, that look great. But whoever that artist is, whoever does that art, I like that art style, man. That's real modern. It's real dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
And you know what this reminds me of?
What?
This. It just reminded me of that.
Oh, the art style, yeah.
Yeah, like the colors and everything, the art style. And I was like, yeah. But
I still haven't read that Bane joint yet, man.
Nah,
I just read Mr. Freeze over the weekend. But I gotta read the Bane joint, man. I'll tell you all about it on DC Power Hour. We'll talk about it on DC Power. I'll definitely talk about it.
Oh, there's the
I read it. Yeah, I read an article. I finally read an article. I was reading Men's Health, right? I meant to talk to you about this, but I'm glad we're on air. We can chop it up. I was reading Men's Health, and on the cover they had The Rock on there. So I read the whole article where they interviewed him and everything. They were asking him about Black Adam. He's got on all this Black Adam stuff. He's lifting weights. He's talking about his weight regimen and all that. And they were talking about him playing Black Adam. And according to The Rock, that movie, like he was saying in the article, he's been talking to them about making Black Adam ever since like 2010.
Oh, yeah, 13 years.
Apparently, yeah, because apparently he's real cool with one of the execs at Warner Brothers, or a couple of them. And so then I went and read some other articles, and they were talking about how when you go on Men's Health, they have you can go in there online, and there's a more in depth that you can read, because they only put up so much in the magazine because they got so much space. So I go in there and I read the rest of it. And they were also talking about the future of Black Adam and everything that's happening now with James Gunn and things like that. And apparently how this whole thing got started was The Rock actually tried to go over, when we were talking about how WB was shaking up the whole tree in order to try to make some sense out of the DCU and make it a better place that fans will want to come watch. Apparently The Rock, I guess he feels, because he's The Rock and I got star power, went over the heads of some of the producers, the lower level producers, the directors, and all of them, in order to get Black Adam pushed and get Henry Cavill brought back in.
And that's why James Gunn ain't too happy with The Rock. He don't like him for
that. He don't like him for that. And then I found out that at the top of WB, it's split. So The Rock has some of them in his pocket, but then he doesn't have the rest of them. So let's just say for argument's sake, it's 6 board members who make the decision, who can say yes or no. The Rock's cool with half of them, but the other half of them are like, no, like we understand you, The Rock, but you don't run nothing around here.
Right.
And so that's what started the feud and killed his franchise at the same time, was him trying to circumvent everybody and do his own thing because he thought he had the pull. Right. He messed it up for Cavill. He messed it up for himself and anybody else.
Cavill was doing The Witcher, and he sort of left that shit thinking, "Oh, I'm back now. I'm back as Superman. It's for sure. The Rock telling me, and I know it's The Rock, so of course I'm right. It's legit, you know."
And he left The Witcher, and and I guess Cavill thought it was going to pan out for him because he left The Witcher because he said it was starting to get toxic, and he didn't like the direction it was going in. And I get it because I watched the new joint, and I get why he left. So now he's doing Warhammer. Yeah, he's doing Warhammer now. He's going to do Warhammer. And
it's going to be dope.
Right. But what? And the war, and the Superman thing, like James Gunn keeps saying, I'm not saying we can't use him or we can't, but not for what I'm moving forward with right now. Now, all of the WB execs are with James Gunn about what he wants to do, but only half are with The Rock and what he wants to do. So what wound up happening was they had to go with the majority rules and say, look, Rock is out, Gunn is in, whatever Gunn wants to do, we'll do. And as far as Rock and Black Adam, it just is what it is. If we make money off it, we do. And if we don't, we don't. But at this time, they cut their ties with every project that they thought was quote unquote questionable or in the air as far as making money. Because right now in 2023, Hollywood is about making money right now.
Right.
And it's starting to become viral for them because when you look at last year and the year before, they had a lot of controversy when they were trying to please the quote unquote woke audience in their movement. It didn't make any money for Hollywood. So now Hollywood's like, look, we just going back to making money. We'll stay out of that battle and y'all can fight that on your own grounds. And get you some indie directors in here. But mainstream Hollywood is about that cash right now. And that's what they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Disney is saying the same thing. They say when Kathleen Kennedy's gone, a lot of people that were under her and that were close to her, they're going to be gone too. And that they're going to bring in people who are about making that cash, selling their products, and liking the product that they put out.
Yeah. And it's but it's and all that shit is kind of happening for my man Justin Roiland over at Rick and Morty at Adult Swim with Adult Swim. Sada's in the building.
Hi.
Hey Sada.
Sada.
Hey. Yo, I just seen this real quick. So we was talking about how that's Tekashi 6ix9ine on the front. I just noticed the main villain is this rat character, and check it out, he's got rainbow hair. So that rat character is the rat. Tekashi. Yeah.
Very
I got it now. Sada, what's up?
Hello. I had a nap and I was just like out, and then I woke up. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get over here. So
no, we had a great interview, man, with Crazy Visions universe guys, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they was definitely very positive. They got a lot of energy. Yeah, we like them. Yeah, we gotta bring them back on.
Very nice.
Yeah, we gotta bring them back on. Get with their music. See what their music's all about.
Yeah,
music. Oh,
but what I was saying, Rick and Morty is that's my joint. Like Rick and Morty is my shit. And
yeah, me too.
My mind is just it sucks right now because Rick and Morty's the star, the co-creator Justin Roiland, will no longer voice both Rick and Morty in the animated series following news that he's been charged with felony domestic abuse. He's been charged with domestic abuse. He completely, says he's completely innocent. But the network, Adult Swim, is
oh yeah, they're not playing that.
They made him go, and he said they said Marie Moore said, Adult Swim has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Adult Swim Cartoon Network Boomerang's Marie Moore said in a statement to BuzzFeed on Tuesday, Adult Swim distributes Rick and Morty, which is currently in its 6th season. But Moore's statement was also shared on the official Rick and Morty Twitter account, which said that the show will continue with other voice actors. I have no interest.
It's not going to be the same.
And no one's gonna watch this. Adult Swim, you fucked up. I mean, Rick and Morty is done. I personally, as a fan, I'm not ever gonna watch it. If Justin Roiland's not involved, I don't care. He's not only the voice of both characters, he's the what do you call it? The spirit behind the show. He's the vibe, man. He's the whole crazy brain with it. I mean, Dan Harmon too, but Roiland, man, is Rick and Morty, bro. And I'm sorry, but if you get some impersonators to impersonate his impersonation of Rick and Morty, and there are people that can do it. Don't get me wrong. There's people that I've heard that you won't know the difference. You would not know the difference. It sounds like they sound identical. Because vocal cords are vocal cords, and you know, the human body can only have so many variations of it. So anybody can sort of, or there's always going to be somebody that can make that voice. That's not the issue. The issue is he's the creative force behind it. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like just they're acting like, oh, well, just some other voice actors are going to do it. He's not just the voice actor of Rick and Morty. He is Rick and Morty. So I think they fucked up. Because I don't, you know, I have no idea whether or not he's guilty of domestic violence or what that is, or if it's something between him and his spouse that they're dealing with privately or what. He claims he's innocent. Point is, I'm sick of this cancel culture bullshit. Wait until he's convicted, then do what you're gonna do. You don't cancel him just because he's been accused. That's bullshit. What happened to innocent till proven guilty? You know what I mean? So
doesn't exist no more.
That's cancel culture. That's cancel culture. They're feeding into that cancel culture, and I think it's sick.
I don't. You know what I think? You know what I don't understand why it's such a big deal. It's his personal life, bro. Like whatever happens in his personal life is in his marriage, right? That's between him and his wife and what happens on their property,
right?
I could see if it was toxic and it spilled over into his work,
right? I mean, if he's like ongoing, he's like just beating his wife daily, that's different. But if they got into a fight and cops were called, I've been in that situation. I never touched nobody. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I know how that shit can go down, bro. And it's like, you can't just, because all a woman has to do is accuse you of it. And you're going to get arrested. You're going to go through all this shit. Then it might come to light that it was a false accusation and all of that. So I don't think running with it like he's already convicted is right. For you know, lack of a better word, I just don't think it's right. But I do think it's gonna hurt the show. I think Rick and Morty is going to tank after this, and that sucks, man. Because that was my favorite show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's my favorite.
It really is.
My favorite comedy cartoon, I guess you could say.
Besides Robot Chicken,
sci-fi. I like it better than Robot Chicken just because of the sci-fi.
The nerdism, isn't it? Yeah.
It's super. When I say sci-fi with Rick and Morty, it's like, it's not like Star Wars sci-fi. It's like Orson Scott Card or Isaac Asimov, or, you know, like real sci-fi multiverse, you know, stuff. And I mean, they even copy Marvel with some of the, like the Council of Reeds. So Reed Richards went to a multiverse and found there was a whole council of Reed Richards from every different multiverse. They've sort of all discovered there's a multiverse, and they've all converged in this one place, and they have this one like building where they all sit and talk, and it's 100 different Reed Richards. Some of them look like the Thing, some of them have, you know, look like Johnny Storm, you know, some of them because different universes. But Rick and Morty took that and made the Council of Ricks and did the same sort of thing. And then they copied like Blade Runner with Rick's like sort of identity, the Rick that we have in the show, because there's many Ricks, and it's really a crazy story, bro. Like, people don't really understand the family that Rick and Morty's with is not Morty's original family or Rick's original family, nor is Morty Rick's original grandson. What I mean by that is they're all from different realities, right? Rick came in. Rick had a daughter, and another Rick from another universe came and killed his wife and daughter. And he's been looking for that Rick, hunting him down. He finds another family where the wife and daughter weren't killed, and the daughter grew up, had kids of her own, Morty, and he goes to them. That Rick that was in their life is gone, and I think that's the Rick he's looking for. So, but this Rick sort of took his place. The Morty, so then that family gets killed, basically, or turned into these what they called Cronenberg monsters, right? They got, but Rick and Morty got away, and then Rick and Morty go back to another family, and I forget, did they kill? I don't think they killed the Rick and Morty there, but somehow that Rick and Morty died, and they buried that Rick and Morty in the backyard and took their place. And so the family that you see in Rick and Morty is pieced together from all these different it's deep, man. Like, you don't get that kind of writing and substance in American cartoons, obviously. Usually that shit is reserved for anime. But the court records are showing that Roiland is facing felony charges in Orange County of corporal injury on a spouse or cohabitant and false imprisonment in connection with an alleged January 19, 2020 incident. He's pleaded not guilty and was released from jail right after his arrest on $50,000 bond. His next court hearing is scheduled for April 27th. So he's not even been convicted. NBC News reported the existence of the criminal case earlier this month. According to the criminal complaint, the allegations involve a woman identified only as Jane Doe, who Roiland was dating. And in a statement earlier this month, Roiland's attorney called the media's coverage of the case inaccurate, and wasn't immediately clear what the attorney considered to be inaccurate. But he said, to be clear, not only is Justin innocent, but we also have every expectation that this matter is on course to be dismissed once the district attorney has completed its methodical review of the evidence. Kimberly Eds, a spokesperson for the Orange County District Attorney's Office, told BuzzFeed on Tuesday that the prosecutors are not dropping the charges. So the lawyer was like wishful on that. So then, in addition to his voice acting for Rick and Morty, Roiland is also executive producer for the Hulu show Koala Man, which premiered January 9th, and co-creator of Solar Opposites, which he also voices the main character in. Hulu Animation and 20th TV Animation told BuzzFeed News on Wednesday that they have ended their association with Roiland. Also, Koala Man and Solar Opposites will continue without him.
It's weird. It says the charges have been about since 2020, so I'm confused on why the response is happening 3 years later.
Exactly.
I don't get that at all.
It's almost like they wanted to make sure the show got its footing first.
Right. Before they dumped him.
Yeah.
That's I have a problem with. Like, if it was so serious, should have acted on it as soon as it came about in 2020.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you were all, you know, high and mighty, or you know, you were doing this for, what do you call it, like moral, you know, whatever. It's like, what you know, why now, 3 years later, and only like a couple of months before the case, the court trial, right? Yeah. So why not wait? You've already waited 3 years. Why are they not waiting until the trial commences? Is it because they don't want him to be convicted while he's affiliated with them, and they're trying to get rid of him right before he would have been convicted, so that he wasn't affiliated with them and being convicted? Which is really
probably. They probably wanted to jump ahead of it.
That is shitty.
About 3 years too late, but okay.
And it just makes no sense. I mean,
It doesn't.
like I said,
It
that's
really
his
doesn't.
personal life. I don't understand how it even would, affect the show or anything like that. Man, people still gonna watch Rick and Morty, regardless to what he goes through with his wife. I just don't understand why they had to, take him off
they
the
would
show
have.
because of it.
I know a lot of people.
Perception. It would have probably been it would have been a bad look to keep someone on like that. But again, I mean, they're responding.
If he was convicted.
Yeah, I agree. And but it's like you're responding 3 years later. So that's where it kind of gets fishy. Like, okay, if you really felt that strongly, then this should have happened 3 years ago. But that's weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you didn't do it 3 years ago, it's weird that you're doing it right before the trial.
Yeah.
And it makes you seem like you're up to something shady. Because there's no, if it's moral, if it was moral, like you're saying, Sada, they would have done it.
Yeah, they would have done it
back then, right away. Waiting means that you have some sort of agenda behind it. There's some agenda, whether it's something you're trying to put, cancel culture, you're trying to whatever. I don't know, man, but it doesn't looks fishy. So Dan Harmon, the creator, the other co-creator, it's Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. They made Rick and Morty. So Dan Harmon is back in 2018. He was he publicly apologized for creepy behavior, DMing a teenage co-worker or female employee on some weird shit.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that was in 2018. So, here's some of the comments that people are saying about this. And here's a perfect example. Here's someone that has no idea what's going on. They've actually mixed Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland's case into one here by saying, he says, hey, Morty, I'm an abusive creep. Morty, big reveal. I'm an abusive creep who DMs teenage girls. 17, 16 years. Morty, I'm a fucking creep. Morty, oh, geez.
Oh.
Wrong guy, bro. That's not even what we're talking about here. But this guy said, I'm a fan of Rick and Morty, but honestly, just cancel the show at this point. You cannot have Rick and Morty without Justin Roiland. You can't. And that's not me trying to defend him. He is not only one of the show's creators, but he voices both main characters. I understand why this happened, especially with everything that's been coming out, but it will never be the same without him. Just cancel it now instead of running into oblivion. And then this guy said, if I'd read BuzzFeed as my sole news source, I'd say absolute nonsense. They're convicting this man professionally before he's had his day in court. However, there are texts from minors, his fan base, where he is being absolutely inappropriate. He denied the claims, won't explain why anyone would defame him, and then explained that years ago, 13-year-olds were married off and everyone was making a big mess of it these days. And then he said, pretty sure Adult Swim disassociated with him because of his text message to his fan base, more so than the alleged domestic dispute. Mostly the time I'd stick by an innocent until proven guilty, but if it walks like a Rick and talks like a Rick. I'm not really aware of his text.
Yeah, me either. I
don't know. And then this one said, damn it, Justin Roiland, asshat. He ruined the show for me now. I had no idea about this stuff. It's been my top 5 favorite shows. Looking at it, it might not be anymore. I don't want to give money to an abuser. Oh, and her profile pic, she's got a pink Scully on with glasses, and she's just the image of like SJW. I mean, she just looks just like somebody that would say some shit like that. My thing is this: if you love a show, right? You love this show. Finding out someone involved with the creation of the show had a domestic dispute. Do you know how many people have domestic disputes? Do you know how common that is in relationships? It almost is inevitable. It's gonna happen. You're going to fight with your spouse, especially you're living with this person. You're with the person constantly. Y'all are gonna fight. It may not ever get physical, but that doesn't mean that it's not a domestic dispute. Cops get called all the time for people yelling loud. So, I mean, that shit doesn't mean anything by itself. Wait till he's convicted. Now, And I'll be the first one to say, if he's convicted and we find out that he was really like abusing and like torturing and like beating this woman and imprisoning her and shit, bro, I'll write him off quicker than anybody. But right now, that's not the case. And it doesn't seem like something he would do. So not really, but we don't know him. I don't know. I'm not going to defend him yet, but I'm not going to damn him yet either. That's my thing.
Right. You can't. You really can't. You can't. It's just not fair because we've known people. Perfect example, when Donald Trump was president, he pretty much did the same thing. He did whatever he wanted, said, and nobody stepped up to shoot him down. Like nobody stepped up and said, you know what, look, like, dude, you just taking a little too far. You're doing a little too much. You saying a little too much. Nobody did that. Nobody canceled him. And it's just, I think personally, it's all about who you are and where you at and what you stand for. Because we've known people that have done worse and gotten less from cancel culture than people who did less. You know what I mean? And got more from cancel culture. Mandalorian. What's Gina? Whatever her name.
Yeah. Oh, they're still
Corona.
Like,
right. Yeah. Catch a break. Yeah, she can't catch a break, bro.
Yeah, no, like man.
It's like they follow her, like, yeah, like they own her hard, bro. And it's just, you know what I mean? I get it. But some things shouldn't be said publicly. Kanye West is a perfect example of that. Some things, you know, just like Eddie Murphy said, mind your business. Mind your business. Do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
And this guy, he said, this is what is weird because this person, I don't know if it's a guy or girl. This person said the only shocking thing about this is how unsurprising this happened, which doesn't make sense. But anyway, then they said he hates women. You can tell from all his creations. What? Have you seen his show? Like, I don't even. There's two main characters that are women, and one of them like is like one of the dopest characters that he made. He's got like this Cyber Beth, who's like this badass like space warrior, and she's a main character. So I'm confused where anything. And Morty loves women. Like there's never any misogynist. I'm really confused by that statement. Let me see if someone replied and said exactly. And it's all the more telling how many people are still trying to separate art and artist when the artist's disgusting behavior is written all over their art every single time. Lies. There's literally nothing sexist or misogynistic about his work that I've seen.
We've seen that. We've seen sexist and misogynistic works.
We have,
but that's just not it.
It's not. And yeah, I mean, you know, but most people are basically saying they should just cancel the show. Like literally, like most of these comments are they should just cancel it. This is stupid. Because honestly, there is no show without him. And but this guy says, this is the biggest load of horse shit. The guy did not even get his day in court. The criminal complaints are vague at best. And they have the gall to tell us that they're going to recast. Oh, the gall to tell us that they're going to recast when Justin is 85% of all the voices. Adult Swim have confirmed that they have the show locked up until season 10. Well, unless they bring Justin back, I will be happy to watch it slowly bleed out long before season 10. And he's right.
Wow. So basically, we have a living color situation, and they're telling us that no matter what we think as fans, they're gonna find some way to still keep putting it out. We just got to deal with it.
Well, people, let me read some of this because the replies to that are. Well, one of them says, "Oh, please, I've seen several people on TikTok do Rick and Morty impressions flawlessly. It won't be difficult to replace him." Dude, like I said, just doing the voice, making it sound like them is not the same thing as creating the show. People are so. And then this person said he's literally had multiple days in court. His day in court doesn't mean that he's never been to court, bro. It means that the trial didn't finish. Come on. And then this one says, you know what's not horseshit? Roiland being a disgusting, creepy predator. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, frankly, the fact that anyone agreed to work with him after those awful comments on that podcast is much more damning. I'm interested. I got to know what he said. What did he say? What is these terrible comments that just hurt people so bad? People are so fucking sensitive. Let me see if I can get. Let me follow one of these links. Let's see. Rick and Morty created alleged DMs revealed disturbing conversation with a minor. Okay. Roiland was recently hit with several domestic violence charges. Despite the charges, blah, blah, blah. Can I get... Okay. Let's see what he said. On September 2015. Well, so this is way before Rick and Morty. Oh, okay. This is a person talking. Okay. On September 2015, Justin Roiland followed me on Twitter. I was 16. Of course, I was so excited because I loved Rick and Morty at the time. 2015? There was Rick and Morty?
Wow.
They wrote, so I messaged him first and we started talking every now and then. Some of it very casual, but some parts were 100% weird. Let me see. And there's some... Hold on, guys. I'm all right. Such jailbait. What's wrong with you? Grow older.
What?
Wait a minute. This is on some, bro. This is on some To Catch a Predator type shit. This is on some Chris Hansen type shit.
Chris Hansen type shit.
Let me see. He said, "Why are you such jailbait? What's wrong with you in that regard? You should grow older, you dumb bitch. Is it cool being a jailbait? Does the FBI follow you around arresting all the men you sleep with? Maybe I will. I want to meet you in real life, jailbait, so I can't help you not be a homo. I'm Atlanta drunk." Yeah, he's clearly drunk because he's not even writing the words out. They say, would you do video game reviews and stuff like that? I bet you'd do good. Just playing games and shit. Then once you turn 18, you just start cam whoring. Oh, damn, bro. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
It's a little weird, man. I'm not down with
it is,
shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then he keeps saying, "I'm super drunk. Hi, jailbait." I bet, bro. Gonna end up being a cam girl once you get old. Come, all the cam girls are from the UK. How come all the cam girls are from the UK? Yeah, that's a little bit a
little bit much.
Little bit much. I don't know, Justin Roiland. Like I said, man, that's kind of weird, but he's a weird dude. Rick and Morty's a weird show. I don't care. That doesn't, like, I'm not gonna write him off for that. He didn't really, like, he was really just being an asshole. It's kind of weird, but he's being a drunken asshole. But combining that with abusing a woman, that's, I'm not with it. So we'll just see we'll just see. I gotta see what happens in court.
What happens, yeah. See what of course. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Here's another one. He said, "Oh yeah, sorry, at the airport. It's insane in the membrane. What time is it there now?" She said 11:30. He said, so rate. It's so rate and me so Chinese. And since she said, "I have school tomorrow." He said, "Oh, school tomorrow. Oh no." And she said, "FML." He said, "You should just run away from home and go into sex slavery, you fucking stupid FAGGOTBITCH." And then he said, "Just kidding." And then she said, "You wish, you stupid bitch." They're back and forth with saying weird shit to each other. Okay. Gotta admit, man, that's kind of
weird. Like you said,
kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I can't put a finger on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll wait to see what happens in court, but I'll tell you one thing: I won't watch Rick and Morty if he's not involved.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It'd be like watching. It was like remember when all them left. It'd be like watching In Living Color. It just wasn't the same.
Yeah, exactly. What time is it? Hold on, let me catch up with the Sadas. Oh, Slaves. Glad you're here. Damn, why, blah blah blah. Love the 6 Element Hip Hop Show. Thank you, Slade, man. We really appreciate that, bro. We really do. Sada, I guess she took off. Yeah, we're just kind of shooting the shit, man. But Stu, I know you got to go to work. We had a great interview today with Crazy Visions Universe, man. You see their Instagram tags going across the bottom of the screen down there. And that's it, man. We'll be back Saturday for DC Power Hour. We got a great show for y'all. And on the 30th, which is in 5 days, which is this coming Monday, we got an interview with my man from Beto Art. Well, his name is Beto Art, sorry, at Beto Comics Group. And there you can see like Outkast on the Eternals. You got Tribe Called Quest on the Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? Rakim and you know, the whole West Coast MCs, Wu-Tang. Basically, he does these comic book covers and replaces the names and pictures with hip hop artists, and it's phenomenal. It's hip hop and comics. I was looking at his artwork when I devised the idea for the 6th Element. It was one of the things that I brought in as sort of evidence that hip hop and comics had a relationship. So definitely excited to talk to him. So that'll be Monday, y'all. So we'll see y'all Saturday. And that's our show. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Peace.